A lot of candidates take IELTS speaking test section the hardest, but IELTS speaking is the easiest section of IELTS to improve your score. They don't even expect you to give very logical and structured answers. You are only tested on your ability to speak fluently and without hesitation. Use various vocabulary. Avoid grammar mistakes. Pronounce words well, so you can band-aid more on IELTS speaking by practicing and learning vocabulary. But you can also increase your score by following these simple IELTS speaking tips and tricks. Top 10 IELTS speaking tips to increase your IELTS speaking score. Number 1. Be fluent and liberated. Speak fluently and spontaneously. You will gain more points. Don't worry too much about using clever vocabulary. It's more important to be fluent, but also don't speak too quick and mind your grammar. You should find a healthy balance between speaking too quickly and making long pauses. Number 2. Practice answering sample questions. Typically, you will be asked about everyday topics such as work, studies, sport, family, and so on. So you should try answering IELTS speaking questions before the exam. You will be surprised how simple they are. You just need to learn appropriate vocabulary and understand what answers you will give. Ask the question again. Number 3. Ask the question again if you need to. Don't be shy if you want to clarify something. You will not lose points for asking the examiner. Number 4. Be emotional. Speak with emotions. Nothing separates the experienced speaker from beginner as tone of the speech. Express your feelings like you would do using your native language. That's the key. Number 5. Extend your speech. Try to speak at least more than the examiner. If you are asked a question using one sentence, respond with 2 or more, and never give short, uncommunicative replies. Examiner: do you do any sport? You: no, I don't like sports. Don't stop here. I'm not a very active person and I've never liked PE in school, but I like playing intellectual games instead. For example, I find chess very interesting. That was a good answer. Number 6. Be coherent. Use linking words and structure. Words and phrases like however, nevertheless, all in all, moreover, will enrich your speech. Number 7. Give yourself time to think. If you are unsure how to answer the question, you can give yourself a bit more time to think by using this tip. First of all, you can say that's a tricky question. I've never thought about that before, or that's an interesting question. This way you'll have some extra time to plan your answer. You can also reformulate the question. Examiner: what was your favorite book in the childhood? You: what book did I like as a child? Let me see. Made a mistake? Don't panic. Number 8. If you made a mistake, don't panic. Try to correct yourself as smoothly as possible. And if you can't, just continue speaking. You won't lose many points for a few mistakes. Number 9. Make a good first impression. Look good, smell good, and feel good. Be confident, although it may not seem very important. A strong first impression will go a long way. Number 10. Don't learn answers by heart. Examiners are able to determine whether you speak freely or you memorize the answer before your interview. Learning full scripts is a bad idea. Instead, it is much better to learn separate words and collocations and adopt them in your speech. Thank you so much. That is enough for today.